Hello, a little late, but better than never, huh? It's a little hard to find parking on Sunday around here because it's so very popular. That's a neat building to look at, isn't it? If you look up there, you can see the building. So hopefully I will be a replay. I don't know what's going on in Minnesota at the moment, so I would assume, we all know what happens when I assume, that I'll be watched on a replay instead of watched in real time. So, because things are a little bit more interesting somewhere else right now. So, yeah, the day is interesting. It's not too bizarre not having a cat in the house, but I mean, yeah, now because I'm still like thinking about yesterday, which wasn't fun. Walking back to the car, 4 people sitting on one of the terraces, and a lady turns to a man and goes, "Isn't it really hard to be a white man today?" I'm literally walking by. I don't know if they projected it or what. And the guy says, "Yeah, it is really hard to be a white man today." Hi, Fuzz. It took every little bit of my being not to turn around and tell him off. Considering my dad and his side of the family is whiter than white. I used to joke and said they're so white they don't have chins. My husband's white. And you know what? I don't see them having a problem being a white man yet today. I think the only people who are white having a problem being a white man are obnoxious, entitled white men. Because I don't think it has anything to do with class. These are just people who envision themselves as entitled on top of that. So I did what I usually do when I get that upset. Well, no, I didn't do what I usually do. Usually what I do is hug the papa cat and have him reassure me that people aren't that stupid. Because we all know me, I look Asian. Even though I'm, Pueblo and Inuit. Now it's a combination. Spanish and Portuguese. So it's like, I had to think that I had my sunglasses on or something, or me in all black. But oh my God, I wanted to turn around. So it upset me a lot. So I went home, and what do people do? What do fat people do when they're upset beyond belief? I ate everything I could get my frickin' paws on. Every piece of junk food I could frickin' find. Been paying for it all this morning. But I was just like, I just couldn't stop. It was so weird. And as what good as I've been lately about my type 2, like, I'm surprised I didn't have a seizure. So, I know it sounds weird, but I mean, really. It just amazed me how they weren't tourists. I looked at them, actually, at a quick glance, and they weren't tourists. They're from here. So, we're breeding them here now. Which makes me just beyond wow. Anyway, check out Liz Ferris live stream. It's about 3 minutes long. Poor thing. Just had a lot of stress going on. Could be just as much as I don't appreciate who people align with, I still like them as people, I guess. And may not look at their feeds once in a while, but I came across hers by accident this morning or this afternoon, was like, holy hell. So go check it out. If you can, Liz, put her YouTube down, because I can't pronounce it right. So Let's see what else. I'm not really enjoying my day today. I got here relatively fast for a Sunday. Tomorrow I'll probably get here half an hour early because I get used to coming here at some time and then I forget. And that made absolutely no sense, did it? Tomorrow I won't get here early because I have to go to the chiropractor's first and have her pull all my limbs apart and put them back together. It's so much fun, especially when they tell you to visualize something that is that will help you just focus on something. Mine is the snow monkey from the National Geographic, and last week when I had my leg pulled, was it my leg? No, working on my scar from my my dropped knee. My flying monkey was doing hello my baby. Sometimes that poor guy's got to do the weirdest things. So, they're still doing the open house thing. Oh, I guess they thought I wasn't going to be here. I am direct sight of one person right now. You want to see him? Eee, there we go. Can you see him? He's the one who told me to call police. I can always see him because he's got that hair. So, see, maybe I can get him like a better. Yeah, I can. Up. He knows I'm. Bummer. He knew I was doing it. I don't know. Maybe it was the lean over and the fingers and everything else. So I'm sure he'll come around any minute. Or they just, where they can't close it without their permission. So just saying hi to the people. The alpha males in the world. So was a wise member. What's a wise member? I doubt it, but because she's one of my peer group too. So let's walk up the street and see what we can do today. Oh, I forgot them, damn it. Ugh. I had a bunch of little not stickers, but my transparent Post-it notes. See, there was nobody there to tell me. Did you remember your Post-it notes that had Colt on them? And I have a new pink chalk pen. But I hear the jets. There were jets the other day. Let's look at this. They were in a formation. I don't know who the heck they were. But I hear them. I think. I'm getting a sunburn for nothing. All that work I've been doing on my hand, now I'm putting my hand over my eyes. Nope, guessing. I don't know. Maybe it's just a garbage man. At least I'm relaxing now. World Institute of Science. No. No, I made her say Xenu. I do it with all my friends because it's just funny. I make them all say Xenu. And they're like, why? And then I'm like, if you don't say it, I can't talk to you anymore. And they're like, Xenu, what the hell? And then I have to explain the Scientology thing. And you can see them like fade out halfway through. Like, whatever, weirdo. So that's what I'm like on today. Or on most of the time with my friends. Nobody's noticed. And they're just like, Scientology, okay. So that's so funny. I think I've had to even explain Scientology to a couple of people because ever since the volcano commercial stopped, it's totally under everybody's radar now. So, because like I said, I thought the volcano commercials were a diet plan called Scientology. You know, you can get your credit fixed before you even leave there. Because you probably all have bad credit because your credit cards have been extended to the nth degree because that's what Scientology does. They don't get it out of you eye to eye. They get it out of you on your computer. So you should run a credit report at Experian. You're allowed to do one a month and find out how far in you are into this, which probably is above your head. And then you can start working on fixing your credit. At this moment, make all of your credit cards inactive unless you have memberships. Then consolidate your memberships to your ATM card and turn off all the rest of your credit cards. And then you can start working on your credit. It's not hard. You just have to have the perseverance to get rid of it, those balances. So, yeah, you could come out into the real world and still have a life, believe it or not. I know they don't want you to think that, because having you convinced that you can't do anything once you come out here is the way they keep you. Do you want to be kept like that with a complete bald-faced lie? How they've lied to you about getting your money for your courses, which you think are probably free until you see a statement, but you haven't been probably getting your statements because you're not registered here. You should go see that too, because if you're going to go vote, you need to be registered where you're voting. Unless they'll put you in a bus and ship you back down to LA so you can vote for one day and then come back up. So if your mail is not coming here and you've lived here longer than a month, that's a federal crime. So you might want to take a look at that. It's something you do need to know. Freaks. Robert James, hello. You have, yeah, it was all 80s, if I remember right, it was all 80s volcano. So yes. Hi, sitting. So Liz had a pulmonary embolism in both her lungs. So and the reason I'm familiar with that is because the hubby had one a long time ago, that they have to keep an eye on him still to this day. Usually they don't have to keep an eye on you after that, but he had two separate ones. So very familiar with it. And it could be why I'm a little bit subdued, because I was like, damn, that really, really sucks. So she did a short from her hospital bed, I guess, just in case rumors started, which I don't blame her at this point. So, you know, might want to just take a look and say, you know, sorry or something. If you don't get along with her, don't do anything. We do not need to participate in that kind of crap anymore. So if you don't like somebody, don't say anything, period. Because all it's going to do is actually make you happy for about 10 seconds and then make you feel like an asshole for the rest of the time. So that's what it usually does. Revenge is not fun sometimes. Revenge, you find out later. Oh, damn, that sucked. So, let's see. I've got sitting. I've got fuzz. Papa Cat may be here if he can be. Let's see. I gotta go to a dark spot so I can. I don't know why I can't fix this to like pink or something. I can read it. I'm also colorblind, so it's like if I could do it to like a blue, it'd be a good thing. Did you look into it? That was funny. Did you look into the volcano? Sorry, I'm going back. Oh my god, you guys are funny. Thank you. And I really don't know what's going on with Natalie. I was so distracted this morning. Yes, she is a warrior, and I feel bad. Oh, I know so many. Amy M, hello. Yes, my husband thought it was just heartburn and didn't listen to me until he got to work, and his coworker said, dude, you need to go in and get that checked. And then he went in, and then I got a phone call from the hospital. So, oh yeah, no, he got teased about that one for a good 5 or 6 years, or any chance I can get, actually. Well, hers feels like heartburn. I looked it up too. Bad breathing, sweating, it doesn't stop. So it's like, probably it'd be like a panic attack overload, because I've had panic attacks where it feels like, the way I put it is my heart being squished. There's nothing wrong. I've actually had heart attacks with physicians around me. Panic attacks with people, with physicians around me and go, see? It's like, no, it's all in, I want to say it's all in my head, but that doesn't make sense because I can feel it. But I would assume that a pulmonary embolism is just like that because it's suffocating things and it's making things feel squished. So that's probably the easiest way to describe it. You never saw a Phaeton particle with the like poo? We know this. Actually, they're golf ball shaped poo with Velcro on them. So, oh my God. I only got to, we missed the symptoms. Yes, Amy, please explain it. I'm just doing it from, from watching it, and when I had a panic attack that lasted 7 hours and I wound up in the hospital and they were like, everything is fine. And I'm like, that really sucks. So at times like that, I'm glad I've got my insurance. Oh my God. So yes, please, Amy, please tell us what the symptoms are. It's hard. I can't see you guys when you're in the white. Or maybe I can. Maybe I'm just I think maybe I just have it angled wrong. Okay, let's see. Here we go. I'm starting to listen to myself online too. Do you miss your friends? Do you miss your families? Does anybody come to your open house? Does anybody want to talk to you about Scientology? Even though you can't talk to them, so you have to like make them sit down in a banquette so they can watch a video because you're not allowed to say anything? That's not really talking to people. That's not really an open house. An open house consists of having a conversation. And if you can't talk about Scientology, how can you have a conversation with the people that are in your open house? It's just a question. Wouldn't you rather be out here enjoying the sun and not flyering for Scientology? There are people who flyer for certain clubs and bands and things like that, and even they get paid $5 an hour. So, and if you're a public, you get paid nothing for this. And then you have to have a real job. And then you have to like sleep. And I'm sure the community you guys want nothing to do with, figure you have to have at least 5 hours of sleep now. So if you don't hit 5 hours of sleep, you're running on not a full tank. And it can explain some of the decisions you make, but it's not explaining all the decisions you make. Sorry, really tall guy. I'm like, tall. So, you're running on empty. You have to work another job. You have to listen to the little guy when he sends out his little videos. When people come in, you have to like tell them where to sit so they can watch themselves or watch a video themselves because you can't interact with them and tell them about Scientology. What do you do then? Is that when you have to call everybody and make all the money that you possibly can for the little guy, or he'll be upset? He has got a life of 6-figure life while you have a 5-figure life. He's in the high 6s. So it's amazing how he can have all of that money and luxury and things around him. And you guys have to work your butts off just to scrape by and just to make the money for this org. And whatever is left over from this org has to be given to them. So none of this money stays in there. You're technically a nonprofit, but that's because you have to answer back to your higher being, which is rather small. So, and who knows where he is today? He could be in Hemet, he could be in LA, he could be in Paris, even though France doesn't want you guys. France considers you a cult for real. Go look it up. Are you allowed to look anything up on the internet? Probably not. But if you go buy a kiosk that has an internet that you can type into, like, I don't know, maybe a library, you can type in fraud cult France and it will show with you guys. That has nothing to do with me. I'm not a programmer. I can't program that into the computer. Freaks. Okay. Are you doing your club tonight? Book club. Okay. Hi, Vegas. They wouldn't be allowed to go to the hospital if they had a pulmonary embolism? Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to look something up. What did I say? I said double pulmonary, so does that change it? So if I got that wrong. See, I thought I was going to get it wrong. Okay, cool. I'll be there. I'm rereading the first 5 chapters. I wasn't paying attention the first time. I hate that. So yeah, that's a good thing. Do book club tonight with us, all of us. Carrie Ann's channel. We're doing Jenna's book. It'll be fun. I think there's maybe a bigger crowd who hasn't done the book club thing before. I never have. So yeah, I read all my books. Being superior, thinking I'm reading all the books my friends aren't, so there, yeah. I so wanted to be political today because my running joke about politics was that could you ever see a 6-year-old and a 13-year-old arguing about Watergate? Which is what I did as a child. When Carter came into office, I was not allowed to talk about politics ever again. And I was 11. Oh, yes, I know. Could you just picture that? Oh my God. And they'd suffocate. That's freaking incredible. So, okay. Yeah, no, I'm out of it. I admit it. I'm just trying to get things together and get feelings aligned, because no, I don't think anything should happen to a high political person, but when something like this happened back in the 80s, the person wasn't into inner city anything, and so it was horrible. But when he got shot, my whole math class cheered, and our teacher told us to get out. So, and I managed not to wave it in my dad's face when I got home. So yes, I'm a twisted little bean, and I was 13 then, so yeah, take it. Oh God, are they even allowed to take like ibuprofen? There's gotta be a drug dealer in Scientology somewhere. They can't all be this bad. And I don't mean like the recreational drugs. I mean things like codeine and acetaminophen and Motrin. It's the same thing, isn't it? And aspirin, stuff like that. Because these are basic things that do work. So it would be freaking incredible, and that's probably why they don't farm back their old elders back to their families, because they're a mess. And somebody would eventually sue them because they keep giving broken elders back to people. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's why they keep them, because they're a lot more screwed up than even we know. They can't, they don't want to give them back because somebody's going to say, oh, screw this. Or even taking them to the hospital and finding out, oh no, they're really messed up. So it could be the reason they're keeping them. So, I do get people with the, two of the ex-Scientology people didn't know their fathers were alive for 10, 20 years. And then they found them doing things. That's one of usually the kickers are just like, wow. Yesterday's lady, I don't know what she was up to. I don't know if she was a distraction. I don't know if she wanted to see how well I explain things. Stuff like that, which is possible because they haven't been able to beat me psychologically on any of this. So that could have been just another one in the line, because the guy yesterday or day before yesterday that turned, went around and looked at me. So I was standing still and comes around and look at me, bends and looks at me. And it's like, I'm not even even bright enough to know that's a threat. I live in San Francisco. It's not a threat in San Francisco. It's a guy, get away from me. I know how old I am. F off. So, okay, I just saw him come out. It was a guy in a tie-dye shirt. I didn't think they allowed that. I would like to say I'm being facetious, but I'm not. Oh, there's another guy. No, there are two guys. What the hell? They know I'm here. Because they come out of the back slowly. Yeah, where are all the families? Are they being shipped somewhere today? Usually this place is filled with families by now. Yeah, I sort of dread coming on Sundays ever since the little girl was left out here. Because it's like, oh, that's going to be fun to have to try to explain again. I should actually make a clip of that just so I can show them. So, okay, he's going in. I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't know, it's all the men. Is it Men Day at Scientology or something? Second Sunday of the month. I haven't been here on a consistent month yet. I'm always missing one day or another. And those two are having a powwow at the end of the street and pointing all over the place. They just walked out like a minute ago. Very strange. Yeah, I'm not especially happy chasing the children. I'm not chasing the children around. Sitting there moving my gimbal constantly back and forth, and I wonder why it overheats. Do you miss your friends? Do you miss your family? Do you miss your chosen family? Do you wonder if your family is sitting here thinking about you? Wondering where you are? And they want to know who you are? Do you think that? Do you care? Do you care underneath all of that programming not to care about anything? Is there a little bitty grain of I care in there? You know, you'd only be human if it was. Complete deprogramming is not possible. Completely apathetic of the world, you'd be a psychopath in the woods somewhere. I can't say what I would normally say because it's already happened lately. Oh, let's see. People are walking with purpose down towards me. Let's see what happens. The camera, I know, has helped me, but it's funny still. Leaning against my... I don't know. I haven't looked lately. I should. And that was the thing. I just filled out a bunch of them, and I've got my... Oh, you know what I can do? I've got a pink one. I made it in here. I know it did. And the white one's here, but I thought the pink one made it in here. Oh no, I bet you the pink one's still on my desk. Damn it. But I bet you the white one will work. Sorry guys, I'm making you dizzy. Let's see. Barely. You can barely see it. I'm doing it on the flyer. I've got so many freaking pens that can do this for real. I don't even have my day planner in here, so I don't even have an extra pen. Yes, the world is getting weird. So, God, I wish I had a black pen. I can't believe I blew it. Well, tomorrow. Well, it'll be gone tomorrow because, you know, they don't want anybody to know that anybody doesn't like them and stuff like that. So, and I'm not using my lip balm. Oh, they don't have anything. I should start carrying like a eyebrow or eyeliner with me. Yeah, see, I got completely disconnected. What disconnected me? I think Liz's thing disconnected me. So... What? Ah! Jesus, Sean, you don't get to hang out anymore. Let's go check on this clear sticky note. see. Oh, really? Hello, our Sarmento. Did I say it right? I always want to say Sacramento. Sarmento. Yes, thank you. I think they finally took it. Or I finally took it. Ooh, ooh, I caught you. Cooties! So I should walk this way then. We'll get it in a second. Because he's probably coming out of the front door now. Let's see. Let's see what will happen. Hi, Toogie. Okay. That's cool. I know it's Sunday. That's what at the beginning of it says, because all this stuff is happening with Natalie too. It's like this is a one to catch you later with. This is a replay crew one. That's what I call it. It's like I'm not nudging into anybody's anything. Oh my god, I think I see a Saint Bernard. Or a doodle that looks like a Saint Bernard. Or just a black and white dog. How about that? Oh my god. Brain's dangerous. Okay, Robert James. I'll take a look at it when I get home. Yes, tell all the puppies, keep an eye out for a pumpkin. Or a cavapoo. Those are neat too. Like, it'd be neat if I wind up with one before the end of the week. Hi, honey, I already have a dog. I can picture the conversation tonight. It's going to be hilarious. You're not getting a dog. Yes, dear. Oh, they're not coming out now. What the heck? Sometimes they are no fun, I swear to God. Now I just want to go pet dogs. Oh my God, there are a bunch of them over there. That's okay, Vegas. Yes. Okie dokie, have an artichoke. Now, and what happened with the official or the ex whatever yesterday was not good. So, like I said before, okay, we'll go look for the. Well, wait. See, I am not of positive opinion today. So I can see someone in there. I don't think they know what they're doing. Oh wow. They must have the lights up more than normal. I can see it a little bit better. So I'm being stared at. I love it when they try to stare me down. I just stare at them. Don't bother with the phone. I don't put it in their direction. I just stare at them. Oh, here comes a puppy. I can't bend over right now. But he is so cute. I like to stare at the puppy. How much for your puppy? The little dog. How much for the little dog? Oh my God, he's adorable. Okay, puppy butt. I don't know what he is, but he is freaking adorable. That is awesome. So, yeah, that's the San Francisco I expect to be living in. The one with the tall, athletic guy with a little, was it shaved palm or something? I don't expect it with 4 people talking about how hard it is to be white today.
Hey, how are you?
Okay. Or pooped cavalier. Oh. Pet dogs, but you can't pet Peyton's dogs have cooties. No, dogs don't have cooties, that's for sure. Cavalier King Charles is a Cavalier poodle. Yes, I finally saw one the other day. And I don't remember if I got it in the picture or not, because I asked her, what was that? She said a Cavapoo. And it took me forever to realize that's a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel and Poodle. I was like, oh my God, I want one. Because I want something poo. I love those things. In the real world, I'd have a standard poodle. Because I love standard poodles. But I don't think it could take the stairs for its normal life. Not that we wouldn't have this chairlifter by then. Because, you know, we're old and farty, but I don't know what my problem is then. Training them how to use it. Wouldn't the fun one be where's the chair? It's not on the right floor. Oh, actually, okay, Robert James. Mr. James, I need to know if you're legit because, oh, well, then again, I've got 5 different trackers on my each computer, so I can just open it up, and if it doesn't open, then I know it's not going to open. So yeah, that was the thing. It's like I don't have to prove that anybody's actually who they are when it comes up to my email because I have quarantines all over the place for my emails. Same thing I have for everything I freaking have. So because tech heads, real tech heads, are more paranoid than Scientology people could ever be. Oh, okay. No, like I said, also, if it doesn't open, I'll talk to you again about it. Because yes, I pay for them too. I was getting my regular membership and I'm like, oh, who's coming up? So I think it's in the summer when I used to get really paranoid because there'd be so much stuff coming in that I have, oh God, 4 and none of them are Norton. My phone has 4, none of them are Norton. And I have at least 2 that say I'm like in Kentucky or Iceland or something. I'm also from the Mozilla troop, so it's like they've never trusted anything since the internet was born, and that started here, and that's what EFF is about, Electronic Frontier Foundation. And I've been a member of them for a while. And that wasn't necessarily because I was paranoid. It was because it was like, no, I like it. I don't want it extensively free, and this is where I'm a hypocrite. I don't want the internet to be extensively free where we're throwing around you know what all over the place, but I also don't like them chasing me around, which is stupid considering my dad's a retired 3-letter acronym, and I've probably had that chip in my head since I was 12. So it's very possible. So I run on both of those. My tech friends who, God, when we were younger, would whip out the latest thing we found. Look, I have something that nobody will ever get into. And then somebody else would get into it and they go, you suck. You know, the usual. So, you know how things go. You know, weird things like that. Hey, they didn't close the curtain. They only closed the curtain halfway. What did they want to do with me? That's interesting. Just seeing if the people that are coming were going to go in the window and didn't. Look at that Jaguar. Oh my God. Look what I want when I die. Let's see. Guys need to unlock that door. Let's go look at the Jaguar. Woo-hoo-hoo. Woo-hoo. Oh, yes. Go have fun, Sugi. I'll see you next time. Keith? Hi, Keith. Did I say hi, Keith, before? When I drove by the fire station, because I figured I would just start you guys up so you knew I was here, and then just, you know, like, you'd be upside down for a while while I'm, you know, filming things everywhere else. And would ask the fire marshal if they're using this as their primary in and out, do both doors need to be open? Because somebody told them they didn't. That's why they're not doing it. So I can't see, because if you ask me, having both of those doors open actually make the doors move easier. So that's got to be a help. And considering everything's on freaking fire right now, it's like my dad is not going to be able to have his Oregon fun trip because half of that's burning down. So he stays as long as his sister wants him, and then he'll kick him back down here. And then I'll have Walla Walla onion rings. Or Walla Wallas in everything. And Marionberry. Yeah, it is Marionberry. Marionberry pie. All over the place. Actually, my favorite one's from like Fred Meyer. My dad got some fancy ones last year and brought them back, and it was like, ew, I want my Fred Meyer ones. He wanted to tease me about it, and I was like, oh please, you like the Fred Meyer one better. You just didn't say it. And he did, so. Bye, babe. Have fun. Keith has a YouTube. See, I need to go through these. I never go through them. But like I said, I'm starting to get myself better at this, because I noticed yesterday my whole stream was slightly fuzzy. Didn't realize that it was blurry until I started, because I watched it for some reason. I think it was just so I could put tie my shoes. And it was like, ew, oh my god, that's horrible. Dog barked at something. I think it wanted to chase children. So I saw it was fuzzy, and I'm like, oh crap, it was my my thingy, my camera, because I've got a glass thing on my camera, because I have a 23 Ultra, so it's got 5 million cameras in the back. And I put a glass one over it, it's a glass one. And so sometimes I forget, and I paw this phone like you wouldn't believe. Oh my god, it's so funny sometimes how much I'm pawing this phone. You think they're hiding an e-meter in there? I know they're told to, bring out different things, but that looks like an e-meter. So. Oh, and in case anybody's wondering, because I find him interesting, JDSA had a live last night, and he hasn't left, but he's taking a break, waiting for things to subside. I understand. So, and MLH's feed this morning about that president was very, it was great. It was very even, and I hate that. So I liked MLH's this morning too. So I can't help but tell people when they're doing something good. So that was nice to watch too. Okay, people. So, do you miss your friends? Do you miss your family? Does it bother you that you never get to talk to your family after you go into Scientology? Does it bother you that you don't get to even ask your superiors if you can ask anything about Scientology? That if you do, you get in trouble? Because, knowledge is not power in there. Knowledge is evil. And all knowledge is evil if you believe that. It's all a system of belief. So if you don't believe that, then it isn't. But what you belong to is. So, knowledge is evil. Ignorance is not bliss. No matter what anybody says, especially if you have the capacity to learn it. So isn't that a pain in the butt when you have one question about one word and you have to restart your course all over again and pay them the money to buy your course all over again? Supposedly to get to OT8, which can take anywhere from 10 to 40 years, costs about $250,000. What you can afford. But if you learn as much as you can and then find out it's not working for you and leave, they will try to throw something to you called a freeloader debt. It's not enforceable in the real world. So they can't sue you for it. There's no way that they can enforce it. The only thing you have to worry about when you come out here is your bills. That's it. All your credit card bills that have been charged and recharged again. I'm sorry, go ahead. Have a nice day. See you, Argabet. She was scared of me. I should have made her stay there longer. I can use I miss my meow. J-Bat. Hi, J-Bat. You sound familiar. Oh God, I'm burping like crazy, which is probably good, considering how I really tried to screw up my system yesterday. I thought you said bot. I'm like, who's a bot? Sitting. He said, hi, Bat. Was J-Bat saying bad things, guys? Your comments are disappearing. You're saying things that don't agree with what I agree with, believe it or not. So, because I trust my mods, they have been here the whole time for 6 months, and they pretty much know the way I think. And I think it's a thing that you should be comfortable with your mods, and your mods are comfortable with you. So, if your lines keep disappearing, that means you're not saying nice things, or you're saying things that are a little weird, or you're putting somebody down. And we don't put anybody down here. We will go around and around, not to put somebody down here, or I might say something, but it is my channel. So please try to be good. Well, I'm sure on a couple of free days, because, he is in North Carolina, that he'll be able to pop on and pay attention. Last night he was watching while he was getting ready for bed, because he didn't call me till his midnight. And it was the first day over there. Like, whoa, no jet lag for you. Ugh. Today's the jet lag day. So, okay. It's Sunday after all. Sort of reminds me of Downton Abbey. What's a weekend? See, don't you wish you could see that better? It's right here. And it's so pathetic. And you know what? I never thought about masking tape. Let's see. Nope, it doesn't take the paint off. So now I have to look up. I think there was something about flyers, but it could have been the tape they used. Didn't even think about masking tape. Or like gaffer tape that doesn't take things off. Paint tape, blue tape. I should have a bunch of that. I threatened to paint the house every other year one time. So we'll see about that, see what it takes to put the paper things themselves. And tomorrow I'll be on my own, because my Monday is not ready yet. Okay, just making sure. It's just putting out the rule there that, Fuzz, Carrie, Papa, and even Jen Wow can make decisions for me. So, do you miss your friends? Do you miss your family? Do you wish you were somewhere getting a real education than sitting here getting educated in Scientology, which has no real use outside of this building or any other buildings that say Scientology on them? Unfortunately, I'm sure you're snubbed by people who go to church. I'm sure you're snubbed by people who are atheists. Probably pick just the agnostics who are just having a bad time. That's not very good. That's not very nice or polite, but hey, You got to do what you got to do just to keep your little bitty organization from getting smaller and have the wrong person running this place. Sort of interesting, having a skateboarder running San Francisco org. That's sort of like having... Wow, I can't even equate it to anything. That's just too weird. So remember, the first person you declared in your family or in your life is the person you should talk to first when you want to get out, because they're probably the one who knew the most about anything. So, and your family probably will accept you when you get back. I mean, humans are humans. You don't know how they're necessarily going to react. But if you were loved a lot by your family, they're really going to be glad to have you back. Because, you know, humans have empathy. I know they try to get it out of you guys to make you apathetic about the rest of the world, but that's just not good for your psyche. I'm sorry that you have to go through that, and I wish you could realize what you're doing. If I was you, I'd go to the library and find a book to read. Then just hide it in the stacks, and that way it'll always be there. Everybody does it. Everybody's always done it. You're not stealing the book. You're just misplacing it. You know, just find things that even don't make any sense to anybody but you, or what you want to learn, or go find a dictionary and get the word you don't understand. So at least you will understand that you're not an idiot. No matter what they say, you're not dumb. People in these organizations are well known to be rather intelligent because they catch you at a time when you're questioning everything. So what you don't want to do is not question things and turn that around. It can be done. It's not that hard to realize that you've been bamboozled into a club that you wouldn't want to belong to. Freaks. It's getting better. I am getting still. Okay. Well, yeah, Fuzz said it wasn't us. So it can happen. I mean, I think MLH is actually, I think, just dropped out at one point. So the internets can't be perfect. God, I remember the day when they would drop if you sneezed. And then you'd hope if you can get back on the same one. Oh, that's funny. I didn't know you were that important, ma'am. That's funny. I'd love to be evil, but I'm not. Just like to follow through. I don't have the energy to be paparazzi today. What am I missing? I always get the tail end of some things. Oh. Yeah, start using acronyms, unfortunately. Or asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. Try that one. So, oh, look at the puppy. Look at the puppy. We've got puppy time. Oh, see, it's an oodle. I want an oodle. And they do shed because they've been badly bred. So unless you get one from a groomer or from a breeder, then that's a pain in the ass, because then you got to find out where the hell that breeder came from, where the hell they got their dogs from, what dogs are from there, and what dogs are from there. That's why going to a shelter is better off for you. But don't ever expect a dog or a cat you get from a shelter that will not shed. Because even oodles shed nowadays. That was brought to you by the SPCA. Robert James is a Thetan? Oh my God. So he's spying. How can you be spying? I thought Thetans didn't have thumbs. That was funny, damn it. I'm getting my sense of humor back. Thank you. I did buy something yesterday, so when I'm feeling that screwed up, I buy things. I bought a new bag to carry around with me from my Swedish brethren up the street, Fallraven or whatever it's called. They're like an outdoor. What did I do? I lost my. There. Fall. Yeah. Fall Raven. They're like an outdoor pack people, go to the Arctic in our pants thing. And it's better than going to Louis. It's like they're open, they're right here. My purse didn't cost hardly anything. So, and I think I like this one. Even though it's got freaking birdie hair. I've got freaking birdie hair all over me. How did she do that? You ever have those days where you think you're making it out the door and then you look down and your white cat's all over you? I don't think I've been brushing her enough. Little beast. I think she's making more hair because Papa Cat's not home, because Papa Cat is hers and the tabby is mine. And I even have a picture I have to send to Papa Cat that I had both the girls on the bed. I'm sorry. Have a nice day. Yeah, it's still beautiful out here and you can stay out here and just become one of us. One of us. One of us. It's hard to be mad at somebody that says, have a nice day. You were born, Claire? Oh my God, how did you do that? I love this. Robert James is not a Thetan. No, Robert James is one of us. One of us. Ooh, was that the guy from last week? When I went go chasing after them. I can't tell. This is what I hate about beards right now, is that I guess because I don't like them, everybody looks the same in one. I mean, that just crosses races too. If there's a brown guy with a beard, every brown guy with a beard looks the same. White guy with a beard, every white guy looks the same. Black guy with a beard, every black guy with a beard looks the same. Goatees I could take better, but it's that scruff on the side that I don't like. That is my fashion statement for today. Me who runs around in black leggings and flu box. Yep, I'm good. Were you looking for Elrod around here? He's not going to come here. He doesn't like San Francisco. There are too many of those kinds of people in it. And I'm even wondering why you guys have a decent org here, because there are too many of those kinds of people in it. You know, those people have to put up with your crap all their lives. So I don't expect that any of those people will be coming in and wanting to get cleared, because being cleared also means that they don't get to be who they want to be. You know that? Are you happy with that? Is that the way you want it to be in this world? I mean, I don't even see a lot of diversity in this org, which is really strange considering the Bay Area is one of the most diverse sections of the country that there is. Maybe you should look up your diversity egg pie chart thing and see how much you should be having in each of your orgs if you want to play that game, which it seems you do, because, you know, can't talk to us, but then maybe you can't recruit these people because I won't let them. Oh. They don't like to have me around here saying things. I don't say anything evil because I don't think it's worth saying anything evil. I don't want to put those thoughts in my head just to throw them out at you. So I don't want to live my own karma while I'm telling you guys that I don't think you're necessarily good for the planet. No, I don't think you're good at all for the planet. I won't get in trouble for that one because, you know, truths stick out. So there you are, freaks. I'm getting my talk back. A poker deal. Yes, they do. That's what it is. They look like they belong in a freaking casino. DEI. What is DEI? I suck with acronyms. That's the funny part. That's what it is, though. They look like poker dealers with the white shirt and the metallic back of the vest, and then the front of the vest looks very three-piece vest. It's not just, you know, vest. So yeah, they're the poker Scientologists. Ooh, I like that one. I wonder how long it'll take Davey to get mad at that one. Ooh, that's sort of cool. DEI. What is DEI? Come on, I'm getting off soon, so tell me what DEI is. So, and eventually, probably in a month, I'll start a Facebook. I really have no interest in TikTok because I tried it again, and then the next day I got nothing but half-naked women. It's like, where the hell did that come from? And for a couple of days, and so I just finally went, forget it. Instagram, maybe, but I do think the idea of a Facebook channel, because I should be back on Facebook. All of us old people got off of Facebook like right after COVID and said we weren't going to do it anymore, and mostly everybody's back on it again. So yeah, I don't think I was the only one who didn't like TikTok. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I'm just trying to change my mind from it's hard being white people down the street. So, or it's hard being a white man. I'm never. Woo. So yeah, no, I'm gonna go back to and that's the thing. The dad has always been diverse in his life ever since he was a teenager, in Portland. And the husband has been with it since he's been in. He grew up in Knoxville, so it's like when he moved here, well, not all the time in Knoxville, but when he moved here, he got diversity. And I grew up here, so I was born in Oakland. I had no choice. I guess it'd be very much taught to you. If you're not taught how to be that way about people, you'll never learn. So, and the Beyond White family in Portland never said a damn thing. They actually got rid of at least 2 friends who said something about me when I visit. So, because I was very brown when I visited. And it is Portland. Oh God, yes, subscribe and thumbs up, like my stuff. I always forget to do that. Brain dangerous. So Fuzzy, I was about to say Fog. Fuzz, do me a favor and find me a channel. Actually, if you can find Natalie channel, if they're doing something, that would be great. And thank you guys for watching me. Like I said, I thought this was just going to be a replay crew. So I have to show the pyramid for Fuzz and now for Papa Cat since he's not here. I have 14 people. Wow, that's really cool for me. So, okay. Cool. So now you've got a room raid. Go do that or do whatever else you want to do. I'm going to go get me a croissant and go home. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Ciao, Bellas.